kind of like start off talking about home health, it's a setting that a lot of people want to get experience in, but if you don't have previous experience, it's kind of that double-edged sword, right? Like if you don't have the experience, it's hard to get the experience.
Totally.
And how do you get it if you don't have it? Like all of that, right? So that was one setting you said you didn't have in your clinicals. So can you tell us about how you got your first experience in home health?
Yeah. So I was, it was last summer. So I was actually in New Jersey, in my hometown, and I actually needed to start looking into a contract. Especially during COVID, it was hard to get those contracts. So I was looking into maybe finding one of those rare travel contracts, being flexible with location versus trying to find like a PRN job close by. I ended up being lucky to find this home health small company in my hometown where they were willing to take me on, even though I didn't have any experience. So I was like, this is perfect. I'll learn some home health things and it'll look great on my resume to once I like want to find a home health travel contract. So I did that for like not even a whole month, maybe like a couple weeks, but that was like enough to, once I was looking for a travel contract, to be like, hey, like I can put this on my resume now and talk about it in interviews and say like, I actually used this documentation, which is one of the main ones that a lot of home health facilities use. I did a lot of like start of cares or evaluations. So that looked good. Like, even though it was a short amount of time, they were like, that's fine. We need someone. So like, at least you have some experience. So I would say like any kind of PRN short-term home health job that you can get is like perfect.
Yeah. And so that was a PRN position?
Yeah.
It was? Okay. It's so smart because it's so true. It's funny, like even facilities or clients that want a year of home health experience, right? Some are sticklers about it, but a lot of them, if you say like, well, this person has this much home health experience, like even the, a couple weeks, like you said, makes a huge difference because you can sell on those couple weeks,
you can, it
but when
really
you
makes
have
the
none,
difference.
it's hard too. So like you did it in such a smart way. So
it worked
that's a great suggestion for people that want to do home health, even if you're on a travel contract, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Most travel companies, as long as the PRN position doesn't like interact or negatively impact your travel contract, you can still do PRN on the side. So like, even if you're wanting to get that experience doing it on the side, it'll make it much easier to get those, those positions.
Yeah, for sure.
There's something about the documentation system. It seems like too, like clients want like, is it Oasis is like the big one, or home
Oasis,
care, home base, like a couple of different bigger ones. And so they're like,
as long as you've like seen it, like I feel like they're like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Right? Okay. So we're on the same page there.
Yeah.
As long as you have a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So you got this experience through PRN, and then you were still looking kind of for travel contracts, it sounds like. Was your next assignment then in a home health assignment?
Yeah. So after that PRN job, my recruiter at the time found a home health job or a home health travel contract in Jersey City, which was about like an hour and a half from my hometown.
Okay.
So that like worked out because I still wanted to kind of be close to home. COVID was still going on. So that was like perfect. So then that was my first travel contract in home health.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that came pretty quickly after your PRN experience.
Another like lucky. That worked out perfectly.